I'm here today to tell you about our marketing journey, but first I thought I'd tell you just a little bit about what we're up to in IBM and how that's helping retail organizations. So part of my portfolio, as I said, represents the cybersecurity world. There's a lot of crazy people doing crazy things out there, and I like to say we're on the good side of that. We're helping you prepare for the inevitable and be prepared if and when that happens, and then helping organizations respond to that in meaningful ways. And it's been just incredibly exciting to be a part of that journey. My marketing team also consists of Internet of Things. So when you think about solutions for connected homes and cars, manufacturing and businesses. We're also marketing and working with clients on HR and talent solutions for identifying, hiring, and retaining top teams. The Weather Company, I'm not sure you're aware that the Weather Company is part of IBM, and every day over 300 million users are counting on us for weather data and applications for analyzing and delivering microclimate forecasts and timely information. We're also working with developers, developer communities, providing tools and helping them create smart code. And finally, marketing to marketers and thinking about solutions for CRM and analytics. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about our journey in terms of how we've been leveraging some of those tools to become stronger marketers and drive a stronger ROI for the company. So if I break that down and what some of these areas mean for the retail space, Internet of Things is opening new connection points to consumers that we haven't seen before. And with IoT, we can reduce inventory error. We can optimize your supply chain and decrease labor costs. Your traditional brick and mortar shops can now be more competitive and do so in a way with online retailers by exponentially improving customer experiences. And that's going to be a constant theme throughout my talk today about understanding our customers better to provide more meaningful and relevant experiences to them. From a talent perspective, we have tools that are making retailers more competitive and in hiring practices and building better teams using AI. Cognitive applications is all about embedding AI in our applications and feeding that into our infrastructure. You all know, I don't have to tell you that retail is a people business. Whether it's greeting customers at a door, ringing up a purchase, your employees have a huge impact on your business success. And we provide talent management tools that leverage AI, that leverage automation to give you an edge. We talked about weather a little bit. That becomes really important in your world. And you need to have accurate weather data with industry-leading AI, IoT, and analytics so that it can be actionable. You can have insights to impact your customers and your businesses. And our solutions are regularly supplying information to retail managers and others, insights into weather's impact on their business so you can make smarter decisions to improve safety, to reduce costs, and drive revenue. The world that I've been in the last several years has been cybersecurity, and data privacy rules like GDPR have pushed the industry to enact greater consumer protection. As is the case, though, in many organizations, retail included, when you're thinking about your priority list and you've got innovation there, you've got customer retention, you don't always think about security. But as consumers become more concerned about their own digital security and privacy, retailers must be right there with them and offering new security technologies and protection and lean on expertise. You don't have to do it alone. The developer community. So we're here creating IBM tools that help developers more efficiently and effectively build the code that drives your applications that you might use internally within your organizations to be effective, but also ones that your customers use. So apps your customer uses can be, the first touch point. That can be how your brand is represented in terms of the experiences that they have, and that can define you as a retailer. And lastly, as marketers, we're marketing to marketers. And where would the retail industry be without analytics to give us greater insights and reach? So I just wanted to set the stage in terms of the landscape and the portfolio that I'm working on each and every day to make a difference for our clients. But now I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the marketing transformation. And there were some similar themes earlier today along that journey that I think are going to build nicely here. The first starts with digital disruption. And the fact is, today's consumer expects more. They expect more of us. And to be successful, we have to put consumers at the center by meeting, anticipating, and exceeding their expectations. You all know this well. I don't have to harp on this point. But the past few years there have been a lot of disruptors out there. And traditional approaches with clients are not always working the same way. We have to think differently. And you had to take a holistic approach. And so we've also made some changes ourselves, building on some of the disruptors in technology that have come to the forefront, whether that's artificial intelligence, whether that's Internet of Things or blockchains, all surrounded by a secure cloud. And so I'm going to talk to you about how we've also changed and addressed that within marketing. Because I can tell you that as technology has changed and businesses have evolved, so has the marketing opportunity. And as a marketer over the last 10 years, it's been somewhat of a scary decade for us. The landscape has completely changed. And so we've had to transform our profession in the process. We've had to do that in a way that we can be more connected, convenient, and seamless in our experience. The buzzword earlier was experiential marketing, and ultimately in a way that gives marketing a greater seat at the table to drive results for our business. And so I want to give you a couple of examples of how we're thinking about that, because change has certainly been the constant. In the days of old, we were setting the expectations for consumers. We were setting the pace and how they would consume expectations. But now she sets the pace. Marketing used to be just about art, but now it's about science and data coming together with the art. We used to have vertical silos, so you might have the content manager, the digital strategist, the events person, the advertising team, all working in different parts of the office. Now we're coming together. We're agile in our approach. We've broken down the walls, working together and agile to the core, where agile becomes a team sport. We've trained, and I'll get into some of the specifics of our chapter on agile here in a minute. And lastly, technology is no longer some guy down the hall, and I'm not really sure what they're up to. Technology is embedded in everything that we do. We are more data-driven than ever before as marketers, where we're all analytics-driven. So where are we now? Well, we've embraced this mission and this mantra, and it doesn't matter if you talk to marketers in Austin, Texas, or around the world, you will hear a consistent commitment, and that is a journey. We are here as a marketing organization at IBM to be the most outcome-oriented, customer-centric, agile to the core marketing team on the planet. And it doesn't matter, like I said, where you are in the world. But one thing has been constant in our transformation, and that is change. We've had to get comfortable with the uncomfortable, and that's something that starts at the top with our wonderful CEO. And so, many of you know that a big brand starts with a big idea. And so we're going to take a step back a minute, because IBM's been around a little while. It's over 100 years. And for those 107 years, IBM has brought the next generation of technology, combined with just incredible expertise across many industries, understanding the underbelly of how every industry works to help our clients move forward. And doing so in a really meaningful way that brings in trust, security, and responsible stewardship. That matters more now than ever before, and it's incredibly important also as we usher in the next chapter with AI and artificial intelligence. So I'm going to tell you how we've brought that to life in 4 chapters from an IBM marketing perspective. But let me first start with a video and talk to you a little bit about the importance of understanding your customer.
Customer data? You got it. Tons of it. And you know your customer. Take Jack, for example. Jack loves waffles. How do you know? Because Sunday Jack said so on social. And last Friday, he'd been searching for a waffle maker in your online store. Boom! Now you're ready to talk to him. Because you know Jack. Except, Jack was actually just carving up for a 5K at the end of the week. He's not so much a waffle freak as a fitness freak. But you already assigned him to a target audience, so you're still talking to him about all things waffle. Jack deletes the email without opening it. And then he ignores your SMS. And closes your ad. So you don't know Jack. And to give Jack an experience that would have actually been right for him, you should have had an AI-powered platform that connects all your data to show that he's not obsessed with brunch, he's obsessed with running. And you also would have known that Jack is actually Jacqueline. If your marketing can't make sense of your data, you don't know Jack.
Okay. So I love to show that video because I think we all feel that way. We understand our big idea, but how as marketers do you get the point across where you're willing to change everything to better connect? So with our values clear, I want to touch on what have been our most powerful lessons learned from our journey, because I'm hopeful that it can help you on yours as well. So first, from chapter 1 perspective, even in retail, you all know the buyer isn't always the user. Maybe the buyer's a parent, but the user is their child. We know our technology is in the hands of millions of users, so how do we serve the buyer better? And how strongly do they feel about our products? What is shaping their expectations? These are the questions that fuel us each and every day, because we're on this mission to better understand as marketers what is driving our clients. And so I want to give you a couple of examples of how we've just immersed ourselves in understanding our clients and what they need, what makes them tick, and how to drive positive outcomes for them. First of all, we've used the power of a Net Promoter Score. You heard that mentioned earlier. We just went maniacally focused on this and gathered 500,000 pieces of feedback last year. We saw a 10-point NPS improvement, and it wasn't just about gathering the feedback. I like to tell my teams that feedback's a gift, and so we took that feedback and we actioned it all across the business. We've also incorporated design thinking into everything that we do, and we have an amazing design practice that is thinking outside in, working with our clients each and every day. We have cloud garages where we're co-creating solutions with our clients. So just this maniacal focus on understanding our clients has been foundational to our role as part of our marketing transformation.